Northern California.
This Artisan MC, and today we're going to talk about HBO'S WatchMen. Okay, so I just finished watching this first episode of this, and I will tell you I wasn't that interested in it initially. You know, I really liked WatchMen. WatchMen was one of those books that stands at a pretty perfect position, you know. If you saw my Joker review, you understand that some things I don't think need a sequel. They don't need a sequel to. And Watchmen is one of those books. It told its story. It stood on its own. Even the creator doesn't want to see any sequels or anything like that. That's why Alan Moore's name is not on a lot of this stuff, even the movie that came out, because he's not in favor of it. He did his piece. That's the story he wanted to tell. That was it, and he was done with it. But because it made so much money, other people still want to make money off of it too. So they keep recycling or putting it back out. So I wasn't into this, you know, on that note. The Watchmen was good. I don't want to see a ridiculous spinoff. You know, I kind of balked at the before Watchmen comics that came out when they put the movie out. But all in all, it wasn't that terrible. This, when I heard that HBO was doing it and then the original creator still was not on board with it, I was like, no, because that's his baby. What are you doing? But about a week ago, I did see a trailer from the Watchmen series. And I saw Chocolate Lovely Self, Regina King in it. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I was trying to see where they were going with this. I didn't know what was going on with the story because I just unplugged from it completely to begin with. So I didn't know what was going on with the story, what the setting was. I knew it was in the Watchmen universe. Didn't know if it was happening after the events of the movie or the comic or where they were going with it. I really didn't care. I wasn't going to watch it. But I got a little bit of a prodding from a BGS that I needed to look at this. So I went ahead and watched the first episode, and I was kind of blown away by it. It was not what I was thinking the new theme of things is to put a female character out front and then push the whole show off of that. It didn't seem like that in the first episode, which means that this first episode of Watchmen did a lot better than the first episode of Batwoman, which wasn't overly terrible either. So, seeing that, I was kind of taken aback by some of the stuff that I saw in there. Not in a bad way. I was just not prepared for what I saw. I wasn't. And that's surprising for me because I usually go into these things with pretty low expectations. If they actually recorded it in color, that's a win for them. You know, if there's actual English dialogue, that's 2 points. You know, so my expectations for a lot of these things are really low, so as I can get the story they're trying to tell me and not bring to it a boatload of expectations that I'm expecting just off the rip, which will make me not like it at all if they don't hit, you know, those 50,000 points all in one sitting. So the opening with the what I understand was the Tulsa, Oklahoma cleansing raid, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I thought that shit was Rosewood at a point because that's what it was conjuring up in my mind of scenes of. Is like, you know, these people went in there and just start killing these black people. And I wasn't understanding exactly why they were discriminating on which ones they were killing, but at that point it really doesn't fucking matter. Even though it's HBO, they fucking were going there. They went there, you know. People getting shot, women getting shot, white dudes out there blowing people away, setting black folks on fire, getting drugged through the streets and shit. It's like all the recipes of something that would really trigger some people, you know. So from there, you get the entrance of this show. And I'm not going to go through the whole show for you because I want people to actually see it. If you got HBO, check it out. If you don't, find a friend who has HBO and watch the shit. Because it will be... I'm thinking this season will be something that black folks actually need to see. Just not to spoil the rest of the show. I'm not going to do that, just to save a little bit of time and some editing. That leads into introducing Regina King and seeing that she is a cop who is not supposed to be a cop in the real world, right? She's not supposed to be a cop anymore. She's supposed to be a bakery owner. But she ain't baking bread. And she ain't making damn cookies. She out there kicking people ass and doing investigations. Wearing these masks and stuff that police are allowed to wear. Whatever mask I guess they want to. There's a fucking dude with a panda bear on his head in the squad. It's like, he looks fucking ridiculous. But he's there. So... you get the introduction of her character who kicks ass. You get to see a couple of other notable stars in this, which I like, which is Don Johnson. I've liked Don Johnson since fucking Miami Vice. I'm an old cat, so that's just what the hell it is. You know, he's cool, and he's the police chief. You also get to see Louis Gossett Jr., who I haven't seen on film in a while. And as soon as I heard the voice, I'm like, that can't be him. But sure enough, that's who it was. So I'm happy to see him and see what role he's playing in this. The teller in this comes near the end for who his character is, but that was kind of a given who he was going to be. So it's not like it's a big mystery. But from there on, you get the understanding of this group, the 7th Cavalry, and how they are fighting against all this racial mixing and wanting black folks out of Tulsa and all the rest of the shit. So some white supremacist shit using a Rorschach mask. And automatically for me it's like, fuck them. But I have to see how the story develops. Personally, I wouldn't give a shit. But this is a story. Let me see what story they're trying to tell me on this. Not going to spoil the end, and actually I'm not going to say any more about this. Check out the episode. It was very interesting. If you saw BGS's review of it, there is a lot of deep black symbolism in it. More so than I actually know. And I don't balk at that. There's a lot of shit I don't know, and I'm fine with that. That's what learning is about. But some of the stuff in it, I'm still tossing over in my head right now because I just watched it like a half hour ago, and it's still just, it's something. I got to see where they go with this story. I have to see where they go with this story. But that's it for now. It's just a reaction. I'll do more and be more in depth when I get to see the next episode and see what else they're doing. But I'm gonna get out of here right now. It's late and it's been an early day. So, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below if you saw it, what you thought. I thought the music was awesome, but that's just me. But I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
You want to talk to me?
We can't wait, but it's all an illusion. Hey!